they gotta understand when they do something wrong. They have to understand when they do it right. This'll completely. Hey. We've done so much heel work. Let's do heel and have someone stop, and then I'm gonna have you just take a step back. I think sometimes they don't know what they're supposed to do because all we do is correct them when they don't do it right. Our timing needs to be so much better. Takeaway from today is slow down. At Mighty Pet, we're going to slow down.
You really don't appreciate it.
And we're going to make our dogs work through the anxiety of having to get the next thing. What is today? Tuesday? I'm not sure where she was going. Now don't walk around him.
Well, I wanted to move over, so when she started.
Oh, okay. Well, nope. Don't. Yeah, that was a good cover up, but don't walk around.
It really was my plan.
Don't walk around him. There. Now a nice sharp turn. His pace is really nice. I mean, he's there. See how you made him. See how you do that again. Keep doing that, because that's now that I can get kind of picky on stuff. So he's gonna have to start to react to you a little bit better. Now, when we start doing stuff like this, then we can start to get a little more precise and get him to start really thinking about, instead of just going for a walk, he's gonna start thinking about literally where he puts his feet. So now this time turn to your left and let him follow around. This is an easier turn for him. There. And just accelerate out of it. Go ahead and just take off out of it, and if he's not coming, then you can get a little tap. But he doesn't need to. There. See how he picked his pace up? So you turn and go and get him to pick the pace up. There. A nice little tap too. And now you can see him out of the corner of his eye. Watch when he comes back. Out of the corner of his eye, he's really watching you. There. And he responded nice. So now, this time I want you to go head back and then fast to slow, and just see if he adjusts. There. Any little wiggle, a little tail wiggle. Okay, that's what I call syncing up. Like when you can start varying your pace, you're syncing with him. There. And he responds really nice. And you can accelerate out and he responds. You slow down, he responds. You make a turn, he responds. Your turns can get better. Both the turns can get better, but that's like getting picky, and that's really nice. Bree, why don't you bring? So now maintain that when the second dog comes in, because now you just right away we got it there. There. See it? There you go. Yeah, it's probably a smart move to let her separate out a little bit. There. And you can see just adding that in through a little bit of a curve, but what it took was like 2 little soft corrections. They weren't real hard, but it got her to kind of think through it. What's the golden's name? Kaya doesn't have a care in the world. She's that cool dog that, okay, I'm good with it. You can see her really nice. There. That was a nice little correction. Really nice. And Chelsea, you haven't had to hardly talk at all, right? Like your communication has been a little bit of you feathered the lead a little bit. You gave her a nice little tap a couple times, and he responded really nice. There. Now I think he's getting tired. I think he's going, how long are we gonna do this? We're gonna keep doing it. All right, let's have Benelli mix into it. And I don't think Benelli, I think, is probably a dog that's probably not nearly as distracted by other dogs, like interested to play with, but more looking for a little bit tight. It's probably a little tight space-wise, because that dog, see how it likes to drift? Always likes to drift off. Kind of a space thing. There. Now have that little Springer just sit right there. And you guys just sit there and actually shift over. Chelsea, move into the middle, and then Megan, you shift to the outside, that side, and then you just sit. And Bree, you work past that dog sitting. We're just gonna let that dog have a break. And Megan, right now your time is just to sync up, which is exactly what you're doing. Bree, try turning left into her this time. See how she responds, because she's really used to the easy turn. Now it's the hard one. There. Caught her off guard a little bit, but she really kind of responded nice. And that's what Megan's looking to find right now. There. Got 50% of it there. That was good. Front shoulders led, but so what? She turned the right way at least. There. Ah, almost had it. There. That was really nice. Do that again, Bree. That dog is really smart, that little golden retriever. She almost now go the opposite, Bree, because I think she's just I know which way she's gonna do. There. And now turn again right into her. Right there, turn. She goes, wait a minute. There. Really nice. Alright, and you can stop there. What's that dog's name?
Dakota.
Alright, bring Dakota in.
Yep.
Now, Bree, slide over just a little bit. Right there. And Rochelle, just go straight back, down and back, straight down and back. Get synced in, and then I'm gonna let you do a little bit of like a weave through. But look how nice and loose that lead is, Rochelle. That's really pretty. There. Stop right there for a second. So this is what needs to touch. Just like that. Perfect. And right now you've got it fitted, I would say, just perfect for that size. Because if you need to, right there, you need to give a little bit of a correction. There. That boy or girl?
Girl.
She responds good
Yeah.
too. Okay, go ahead.
Dakota, cute.
But that loose lead right there. That loose lead right. She's got a slip on.
Yep.
Now let's see what if I'm standing here. How's she gonna react? Very good. Ooh, a new one.
That's why it took us so long to get here. Stella.
Okay, now these guys, really nice.
Stella,
Move all
sit.
four of you guys back over here.
Sit.
Okay, so she's 11 months old. This is the one that, of all the dogs to struggle with heel, this is the one, right? So the thing that we need to, that I like is, so I'm gonna get back so that
Sure.
so that I don't bother her. But what I'm gonna have you do, Catherine, is show us. Okay, so how you have it right now, there's pressure on it, right? So when you loosen it and those two clink, there's no pressure. So that's completely off. That's what we want. That's how we want the feel for the dog on the neck when we're actually healing. But then go ahead and give it a little correction. There.
Stella.
On and off, right? Do it again. She doesn't. I mean, that's such a soft. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that correction. You don't really need to give her anything more right now. I just wanted to do it as an example. But it went from off, which is a 0 right now, to whatever that level was. Now, was that level enough to get a response out of her? Probably not, because, but it showed it well. Okay, so now, what I'm gonna have you do is I want you to start doing the exact same thing we do heel-wise. Hand this. That we've done with all these dogs. So, I'm gonna have you work on, the pressure's gonna be on you, okay? So, you can handle it. So, if we go right here from this line to the end of that checkout counter again, I want you to work on just a straight line. Now, focus on your straight line. I don't know how bad she's gonna be. If she's really bad, I'm not gonna be that worried about the straight line. I'm gonna be more worried about figuring out how to get her to respond the right way to the pressure. Because if you've got constant pressure, which we call steering, first off, look at the body language change. The dog's ears went like this, and she's tensed up. She's there right now. She's tense, and I'm steering her. So right now, this is about a 6. It's not super hard. This is a 0. That was enough. So I know that was enough. So I can tell it was enough to have her go, what in the hell is he after now? She didn't. Now, read body language. So she's going, wow. Who's her owners? Husband, wife, boy,
She's
girl.
Single mom.
Single mom.
Yeah.
Me standing here next to her, not a surprise. Because this big bully, who's probably bigger than mom, who talks different than mom, who acts different, everything about my body language is different than mom, guaranteed. And she just was surprised by it. And they can just see it in her. So once she realizes that I'm really not that bad, once she realizes that, you know what, I'm gonna try to help you. Hey, Stella, come on. Now, all of a sudden I'm gonna soften up a little bit. I'm not really gonna talk much to her, but you see this, the indicator in the back? Oh, wow, he feels pretty good. He's not that mean to me. Oh, jeez. His tone actually is kind of fun. Where if I was a real jerk about it, no. What? So now I'm confusing her. So back to, I think I'll go over by her. Come here, come on. Sit. Sit. Very good. Very good. Oh, treat time. You can tell, right?
Yeah.
This is where they get the treats. No, we're not going to give you a treat. You want to try it? Okay. So straight out, straight back. Let's see how she responds. The biggest thing is if she doesn't respond well, we're just going to figure out how to get her to respond a little bit, and then a little bit, and then a little bit. And she's going to be more confident likely with you than she would be with me. We'll see how this goes, and then maybe we'll hand her, and then maybe I will take her and see if she changes. Because I got a feeling she'll clank back up until I can start to warm her up a little bit. But let's see how it goes. So I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that loose, 2 chains, the links touching each other. It tells me it's at a 0. And when she gets, she's gonna go because she doesn't know where she's supposed to be. She's probably gonna go ahead a little bit, or she maybe go behind. When she's ahead a little bit, we're going to correct and go the other way.
Okay.
When she gets behind, I'm come on. And I'm going to speed up a little bit. And my whole body language is, come on, let's go. And when she does, good. And when she gets too far, go. So it's this, we're just going to look for a bunch of balance. Okay, go ahead.
So,
There. Nice read to change direction. Now she's going, oh, I don't know if this is not what I expected. Because I think she went out for that walk thinking, oh, we're going back to the car. As we do this every day. I'm sure she walks on a leash every day to the car. But she doesn't realize that, you know what? I don't get to go wherever I want to go. I got to go where she wants me to go. So now this is that connecting part. There. Go ahead and turn. There you go. Catherine's really showing a lot of patience. as she came in here, she wasn't in a real hurry to bully her around. Kind of let her figure this out a little bit, which I like to start out. And once you get in rhythm, we're not going to let the dog determine when we make our turns. We're going to make a turn. But really nice feel right now from Catherine to be able to build it with her. There, go. There. Go. Probably right about the right level, too. I personally, right there, probably would have put a little more on. And maybe I wouldn't need to. That would have been what I would have done. There. So you can tell this dog has not been working up here in front of the store very often either. He's real interested in everything else. I don't blame it. Why not? But watch as this goes. I bet you no, there's nothing over there for me. I'm not going to be able to go over there. And all of a sudden, what were there? You see the eyes? Mm-hmm. So what I was just going to say was what I'm really looking for is her to get to the point where instead of being distracted by stuff out in the store or somewhere else, that was what I wanted. Mm-hmm. That little look to Catherine. What? Where do you want me to go? Up, where do you want me to go? There. Mm-hmm. I was just thinking in my head, I'd like to see a little variation in pace and check her. Find out if she's really paying attention or not. And before I was thinking it, Catherine did it. So, really nice. There. Now, you can see her ears lay back. She's not afraid. That's a sign of, I'm following you. Wherever you want me to go, I'm going. There's no fear there at all. But it's completely submissive. She's not going to lead Catherine anywhere. Now have a stop right there. So that's what we need. So now go, very nice. Now go a little bit and then stop. Go a little bit and stop. Because what I just saw was, over the last however many turns, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, she figured out how to set cruise control with you. So she's really nice. I'm very happy with it. But she's also going, this is what we're gonna do. She might vary the speed a little bit, and I gotta pay attention. And she's looking. That's good. But now she's going, we just go and we walk, and then we turn, and then we walk, and we turn. So now what I want you to do is walk and stop. And she's gonna go, oh God, now I gotta pay attention to this too. But she will, real quick. And then you're going to be able to start, stop. And you're going to start, now the responsiveness is going to get sharper. So if you can get her to respond when you stop nicely without having to be a big correction, I bet you, look at her right now. She goes, God, everyone's watching me, this is pretty good. I love her right now. Really in a good spot. So when you get that dog to be able to check on stops, then once you start walking again, back and forth, it's going to be that much sharper to be paying attention. Because now we're paying attention. Not only do we have to stop, vary speed, no distraction out here. So now in like 5 minutes, we've compiled a bunch of things that sharpened up. There is the lead position. 2 rings touching each other. So try that. So we went a little bit long in the distraction of, well, there's stuff going on over here. Turn and go away from that distraction. There. So the dog really wanted to watch what was going on with those beds. So she was watching. So what I would do in that situation is go away from it. Instead of going forward, by you going towards it, I just focus out here and I'll move with mom kind of just because we're going in the right direction. Instead, turn around, go the other way. Now she goes, I can't even look at it anymore. Well, I better pay attention to mom. So that's just setting her up to help her. Go ahead. There. Yeah, watch, do it right here now and watch the difference. But look at her, look at you. She's going, what are you trying to do to me here? Go to sleep. There. Go. There you go. There. That's how it needs to be. Now there was a little bit of question in your mind right there, Catherine. Should I turn or not? Like I feel like she got to this point. She goes, I usually turn over there. She kind of 2, 3. You weren't sure if you wanted to turn there. I could see it. And you know what she did? She goes, I'm not sure if we should turn here either. So once you determine if you're turn and turn, she's likely to follow. If you're turning and going, maybe we are, maybe we aren't, she's going to go, maybe we are, maybe we aren't. Don't walk around her. You walk right where you want to walk. We haven't changed much, but we've asked her to start stopping once in a while, and that has made, I think it's uncomfortable for Catherine as much as it is for the dog right now, because it's something new. There. There. So do this. Do your turns, sharp turns back and forth, but do them in different spots. Don't do them here, and don't do them at the end. Catch it here a little bit, catch it there a little bit, but do your stop, turn, go, and make sure that it's crisp. And if it's crisp, doesn't get a correction. If it isn't crisp, just doesn't take much. But I want to see you tap a little bit to get her to start paying attention in between the normal turn spots, because then you're going to get that response to sit. I think.
Stella, you.
There. Go. There. That's it. Keep doing that. Go. A little later. Like right there, could have used it. There. You gave her a chance. And you helped her. That's all right. I like that. There. You could have used it. Could have gave her a fuzz there. It's really. All right, stop there for a second and just have her get her to sit if you could.
Stella, sit.
So there's 2 things that I see.
Sit.
There's a distraction in the back that is affecting the dog. The other thing is I think we've thrown Catherine's cadence off. We've thrown your rhythm off. Like when you started out, the rhythm you hit when you started here to turn and there to turn. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. It was really nice. It was really good. It was real consistent. It was the same thing you've done for weeks now. It was real good, and the dog responded really well to it. Then we said, we need to change this up a little bit. And as soon as we changed your rhythm up, you've become a little bit stiffer, a little bit less comfortable making the turn, a little bit less comfortable when you should stop, a little less comfortable when you should go. A little less, and what it's done, I think, is affected your timing with correction. You're not sure if you're going to give them a correction or not, because you're thinking about yourself right now to get your footsteps right, to get your movement right, in order before you can get it to her. Now that takes practice, so you just got to get really confident practice-wise so that you can move however you want to move, and it feels natural. And then all of a sudden, it's getting the dog to sync with it. There you go. Good. All right, so bring her back here. Now let's get these guys in. This time, let's bring Kaya over here. Kaya's going to be stationary. Bring Lambo over here. Lambo can be stationary. Rochelle, I'm going to have you weave them.
Do you want me to weave her, or do you want me to give Bailey a chance to use Noble?
Yeah, we do that.
She hasn't really had much practice. Is that going to throw it off too much?
I hope it does.
Okay.
Because then we'll adjust.
I feel like,
So, yeah, and this, I want about right here. Okay? So, like, I don't know if the tape is the tape for you too or not, but like for me, I'd put my hand right on this tape. Oh, it might be a little bit long. That would be where it is. So I can get this to sit down. So I'd be just on this side of the tape. What? Okay? Sorry. Okay. So get the name first, just so you get a little attention out of him. Nova. Hey, Nova. Here's him licking his lips. He doesn't have to look at you. He's just got to recognize it. So if you say noble, he just went like this. That eyeball raised, or that eyebrow went like this. So that was it. So as a handler, I'm gonna have to read this. Like when you did it, he licked his lips. That was it. He responded to it. When I did, he went one eyebrow. So go ahead.
Just walk me.
Yep, and I'm gonna have you walk. You guys just shift over. We're gonna just start with a straight line. So if you guys shift over. I just really love this feel right now of these dogs being calm. Everybody is. He really prances, doesn't he? Okay, now stop there. So give him a chance to turn. So when you made a turn, there was a real cross swoop, right? So give him a chance to turn. And if he doesn't, now what we want out of you is, and this has nothing to do with the dog, this is just you. I want you to walk a very straight line, turn, and walk back on the same straight line. So like when I look at this, I see the lights, and I see this dark. You see the dark? There's like the lights, and there's like this dark path. That would be how I keep my straight line. So I'm right here, I turn, and I'm right back here. So I bet you if there was snow on the ground, I'd have been in the line. So I need you to, and I know it sounds really crazy, but we need you to be really precise in order to get them to be precise. So be a real straight, turn, and back. And so when you get that turn, give him the chance to kind of shadow you around. But if he doesn't, then it's a on-off. Because he'll respond really quick. Go ahead. There. Loosely, there you go. There. Now, keep going. Keep going. A lot of this. It's just your habit. So I'm going to show you so you can see. So your habit is when you get here, one of these.
Yeah.
This is what that guy in the video did. This will be for Jeff. So one thing that's tough with Tim is the long hair. So when you get here, you can't give him one of these. You can't give him one of, because what he's doing right now is it's actually making it worse. By me going like this with him, he actually is going like this and bracing against it a little bit. So what I really want, he's looking at me going, seriously? So what I really am gonna do is, no. Wow. Whoa. Did you see the difference?
Yeah, he means business.
I'm gonna shape up, because he probably is serious. So, which is great. So now what I want you to see is when I make my turns, I'm not going to go like this. It's going to be like this, or it's going to be like that. And then it's going to be, once I go like that, it's going to be right back to this, because I bet you he'll respond. Didn't have to give him anything there. There. Almost tapped him there. Didn't quite have to. Thank you. See how there's really no steering, no need to. Now, part of it is because I'm putting off a little bit of an urgency. He lags a little, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. He always lags a little. He's not a. There, that was. Did you see that little bit of pressure? I tapped him there. That for him was like a 10. That got him what he needed to do. But you know how much it was? One chain. I heard the link go clink. That much. And that got him to go. Because I don't want any more than that. No. So it doesn't take much. But the thing about him is, I love it, he's a half step back. I'd rather have that than a half step forward. Half step back. Okay. Now don't steer him. Don't steer him on your turn. You see him looking at me like,
Yeah.
what do you want?
Get dramatic at times.
There. Go. There. That was plenty. That was plenty. Go. See, that's just his position. He's always a half step back. That's fine. Go. There you needed to do it. But the reason was he was confused. Because he wasn't sure if you were going to go or not. For a second, I didn't know if you were either. See, well, there you go. So if you don't know, he doesn't know. There. No need to, stop right there. So when you come out of that turn, almost every time you go.
Yeah.
And I think it's out of habit. I don't think it's needed. I think it's just a habit where you come out, you go, oh, we'll give you a little tap. Really no reason. So, but what I loved about that one was when you turned here, his head was on your hip. And he wanted to do everything he could to stay in the right spot. So he's trying really hard. Now, what you need to do is recognize it. Don't give him that little tap if he doesn't need it. And just vary your pace. So now, and really what she needs is to get a little rhythm. I'm breaking your rhythm up. I'm stopping you. And just so go back and forth. And then when I say it, when I say it, you're going to get a rhythm going. When I say it, I'm going to have you get your same rhythm, but then I'm going to have you stop. And I just want you to stop and see if you respond. I think you will. But you get your rhythm first. Because we're really chopped up. This is chopped up little practice stuff. Then what I would do is use this, practice it, and get better with it. So go ahead. There. Yes. You resisted that little tap.
I did.
Yes. There. A couple more times. Give it a nudge. Keep that rhythm going. Focus on your straight line. There. On your way back, stop. There. Okay, keep going. A little faster. Okay, stop. Now, I've seen it 5 times. I want to make sure I wasn't wrong. When you come, this is what I want you to focus on. It's not the dog. When you come, I want you to turn and go back on the same line. Because, and I know what you're thinking, I've been doing this the whole time. When you come and you turn, you come back, you always take a step over. Always. And the dog, so the dog kind of stays on the same line. You're always adjusting one step. And you'll see it. I'll post it, you'll see it. Okay, so now I want you to take a straight line. When it's straight out, straight back. Don't take a step over. This has nothing to do with Noble. It has everything to do with her. So I'm just going to have you think about this. There. You really fought that step over. Now, focus on the dog though. Don't lose the dog out of this.
Stella, sit.
There. There. Keep speed him through those corners a little bit. Give him a tap if he lags that much. Now all of a sudden he's lagging. There. Speed him up and give him a little tap. There. Okay, keep going. There. That little nudge was the difference. Okay, now on your way back, stop. Now where it? Get him. Okay, stop. Okay, that was good. That last turn, it was about 3 or 4 steps. He was almost on your other side. So keep him up to you. So just keep him with you. Keep him with you. Keep him with you. Now this is getting long for him too, but that was nice. You were perfect. You were a straight, perfect line, and you didn't change that time. Now what I want to do is do that, but I want to have the same turns that you had before. So now it's taking all these parts and pieces. You got really good at your footwork and lost a little bit with his crispness. He was real crisp before, and you were a little over back and forth. So when we combine the two, then it gets really good. So bring him over. It was nice. Actually, do this. Chelsea, slide over. Bree, slide over. Bring Benelli. And I'm going to have you go on the far end. This is going to be a real curveball. Oh boy. I got a feeling Bailey's getting nervous right now. Okay. So Bailey, come and zigzag through these guys.
Stella, sit. Stella.
Loosely. Now, Nate, this is where this idea of don't be a 6. Don't be dragging and steering. So you were steering through the corners before. Now don't steer through your turns. So you gotta get that loose position and work through. So try that. Loose, there. Now you can get a nice little rounded corner. You have to. Excellent. Turn around.
Stella, sit.
There.
Sit.
There.
Stella,
Sometimes that dog needs a little correction. Just a little bit of a bump. Not much.
Stella.
But once you do, boy, he responds to it nice. So it's okay to turn on a little bit of correction. Just remember to turn it back off. And each time it's probably, like, I don't mind all day long if that amount of correction is what it takes to get a change on a dog. Because I'm going to ask them to do things that they don't know exactly what I want them to do. So when I need to help them, this little bit of a nudge, this is a lot different than this. And a lot of people, because they can't get a solid anything foundation-wise, they're constantly going like this to dogs. Not literally, but like, you know what I mean? Like this versus this. This versus that. Like if I'm in church and I need to get your attention. Like that's okay. That's not bad. Hey, I had to get your attention and I can't say anything because I'm in church. So I went like that. But if I go like this, like I don't need to do this every time to get your attention, right? So this, it's all right. This is all right. Too much is what we're trying to get rid of. And I see a lot of people with their dogs when they can't get they don't have the foundation, so they're just constantly going like this, or they're constantly going like this, or they're a 10 hard, too hard all the time. And this guy right here goes, stop hitting me. I don't mind it when you go like this to me. I don't like it when you go like this to me.
Stella, sit.
So that's where we have to like get to the point where we can give just a little. Because that's what I need. Sometimes that's what I need. Hey, Jeremy, nudge me. Let me know. Don't have to punch me. So with him, a little bit of a nudge, a little bit of a tap is good. As long as you get response from it. You just don't, we need to get all these dogs to the point of when we need to get a little bit out of them, It's just a tap. It's not a punch. So have him sit here, bring Benelli in, and have Benelli do the 3 weave through all 3. And again, I don't think Benelli has an issue with distractions with other dogs. I think it's more a confidence of feeling crowded. But I would love to get to the point, because the other thing is eventually I like to get to the point where we have no leads. I'd like to be where we don't have a single lead. We just say heel and the dog heels. And my little nudge, my little tap, my little correction is going to be, that's the bump. So it can go from physical to just tone. There. That's a perfect position. And what I'm really liking about this is she is pulling tight to you. She's not fading off. She's usually about 1.5 foot out. She's really kind of going, I will go where you want me to. There. And I notice it's turning into her that she really gets tight to you. That's good. When you turn away, that's when she goes, oh, I need a little help. I need a little help. Pretty soon she's going to feel you turn away and not have to feel the nudge on the lead. But that takes time. There. Now when you get down by Chelsea, take Chelsea's spot, and then Chelsea take Lambo through this. Well, we got to do this one too.
It's 9:40.
Okay. Then we'll wrap it up. You're kicking me out, huh?
No, I just figured you had places to go.
I know.
We could do
Really
this all
good,
day.
Megan. There. That's excellent. Like for coming off of being, I call it cold. You're sitting there, you're cold. You're not stretched out, you're not loose. You just to all of a sudden ask a dog to go sync up with me through this. That's tremendous. There. That's all. That was the nudge that dog needed. It was just a tiny, tiny little tap. But the reason why it's effective is because the rest of the time it's off. If you're constantly, this goes back to Jeff's thing, if you're constantly having a middle level of pressure, pulling on it as hard as you want doesn't give you much of an impact. It's got to be completely off, and then you turn it on, and then back off. On, then off. There. Excellent. Okay. We're out of time. So why don't we bring these guys back here?